Hi everyone, I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my series of Road to Express Entry. So, in the last video, I discussed with all of you what category of Express Entry am I going to apply under, and that is Canadian Experience class. So, the latest update about that is that I have got my ITA, that is invitation to apply. So, I applied for my invitation to apply last week, and this week there was a CEC draw for the Express Entry program, and I got an invitation to apply. So in this video, I am going to share with you the entire process of applying for an ITA. There are a few forms that you have to fill, and I'll go through the entire process with you so that you understand each and every step and you can apply for your own ITA. Alright, so let's start with it. Alright, so first step that you will do is to go on to the CIC website. So you go on to the CIC website and then log into your application file. So when you go to the CIC web page, you go to my application and then log into your account. So there are two ways to log in to your account. Either you can do it through the GC key or you can do it with the sign in partner. So I have it with the GC key, so I'll log in. So you just type your username and password here so that you can log into your account. So here when I log into my account, I will see this option start an application. So I'll select apply to come to Canada. When I select apply to come to Canada, it will show me determine your eligibility and apply online. So we have to now apply for Express Entry. So I'll click on this option and we'll proceed forward. So first of all, we have to find our eligibility to apply. So it will also determine if we are eligible to apply for Express Entry. So we'll start with this form. Which province or territory do you plan to live in? So for me, it was Ontario. For you, whatever it is, please fill it out. You need to submit language tests for all programs under Express Entry. Which language test did you take? I did CELPIP. For those who did IELTS, please select the right choice. What date did you take this test? So please fill in the right date when you took this test. I'll select a random date. And then enter the test score. So please enter the test score whatever you scored in each of the sections for the test. Do you have other language results? So I don't have any other language results, so none for me. In the last 3 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have in Canada? So in Canada, I have 1 year of skilled work experience, and remember, skilled means NOC category 0AB. If you do not have any Canadian work experience during this period, please choose none of the above. So for my experience was skill level A, so I'll select that and then next. So these are the results. So this is the eligibility check. It says that based on your answers, you appear to be eligible for Express Entry. Now I'll continue. So here I'll just fill in my details for the name. So this is just an example. You can write your first name, last name, and then the date of birth. I'll just use an example for now. Then this is the express entry profile. So actually I filled in all the details which I had to fill before I could start the actual forms and fill in all the forms. So once I do all of that, I have a few forms in front of me. So this is the, here you can see there are 6 forms. So first form is personal details, then you have contact details, study and languages, application details, representative and work history. So you have to fill all these forms, and once you fill all these forms you have to submit it. So let's start. I'll just show you what all the information is, and then you can fill it on your own. So in the personal details form, we have your last name and first name. Then we have personal description, where you give your gender, country of birth, city of birth. Then you have the marital status, you have the ID document summary. So you have to give your national ID or passport number, and then if you have another government ID you can give that. So here you can give any, either your driving license or your PAN number or your Aadhaar card number, you can give any of that. Then they ask you if you have applied to IRCC before. What is your current country of citizenship, then country of residence. So I think since I am in Canada, it will be Canada. If anyone is doing this form for FSW and are in India, they'll definitely select India. Then here are a few details for family information. If you have any dependent members, how many dependent members you have, and then here is how much money will you bring to Canada. So basically this is the amount that you also have to show later when you are applying, so you can give an approximate value whatever is in your bank account. And here is the information if you have any relatives in Canada. So once you fill it up, you just save and exit. Then you have the contact details form. Here you just have to select the language of correspondence. So for most of you it would be English, and then your email address, and then save and exit. So simple here. Then you have study and languages. So here in this form you have to fill in all the details about your high school education. So what did you do any higher education? Once you select yes, you have to fill all the details about the field of study. Was it business, arts, law, medicine, whatever it was, and from what year to what year. Then you also have to select, is this your current study of you, or you have already completed it? How many years study was it? Was it full time or part time? At the end, did you get a degree or not? Which was the country of study, name of the institution, level of education, and was it a Canadian degree or not. And then if you have more than one, you just click on save and add, and you can then add another study. So for example, if you have also done bachelor's and master's, so you fill in all the information about your bachelor's study and then click on save and add, and then also you can add for the master's. Once done, just click on next, and then you have to fill in the information about the official language score. So basically here, since I wrote that I gave CELPIP, you just have to give more information about it, that what was the date when you got the test results, and your test pin number. You'll get the pin number on your IELTS or your CELPIP application form or the results form, which you get later. And once you finish with this, just click on save and exit. Then here are a few application details. So here you just select that which province do you consider living in. So for me it's Ontario, and then you go to next. Did you receive nomination certificate from a province? So for me it was no. So this is basically for PNP, and once done, just save and exit. And then the second last form is there any representative who is going to access your application? So for my case it's no, and I'll save and exit. And the last form is work history. So here you have to give your work history. So basically for most of you, if you are applying under Canadian experience class, you can just give here the information about your 1 or more than 1 year Canadian work experience under NOC 0AB, which you know is going to be considered for CEC category. So I just gave that information. You don't need to give any part-time jobs that you did. Just give the information of the jobs which you think is going to be considered for the CEC class. If you are applying for FSW program, then you can definitely give all the work experiences you have in other countries. Then here if you have Canadian certificate of qualification, so basically I don't have it. So it is basically if you have any PNP, they will ask you that information. Intended work in Canada, if you have a job offer in Canada, you can write about it. So basically when we say job offers, it's basically talking about LMIA. So in my case it's no. Then you give the information about your work history. If you have any work history, yes, from what year to what year, how many hours did you work in a week, what was the NOC code. So you can find that code in on the same CIC website. Just find out your NOC code, the job title, the employer's name, and please note that write your employer's name exactly as what you see on the letter of employment which you get. Then the country and the city, and it is similar to the education form. If you have more than one jobs which you want to fill in, just save and add the other work experience as well. And research, this is just they are asking you if you want your application to be used for Canadian government research. You can say yes or no, it doesn't really matter. So just save and exit. So actually this is it. Once you fill in all these forms, since from my side a few forms are still incomplete because I just wanted to show you, once you fill out all these forms, you will get the option to continue. And when you continue, you just simply there will be an electronic signature which they'll ask you to do. So you just type in your name there and you just electronically sign it. Electronically sign is just that you agree to the terms and conditions and then submit your file. So once you do that, your file will be submitted and now your application will be in the pool of applications for the Express Entry program. So this is how it works. So this was the entire process of submitting your application. Once your application is submitted, within 24 hours, you will get an email from CIC with an AOR, which will be an acknowledgement of receipt. The acknowledgement of receipt will say that your application is now in the pool of applications. Also, you can log into your profile and the entire points calculation will be there and you will be able to see what is your exact total for the application and what are your points. So whenever the next CEC draw takes place, your score just needs to be above the cutoff, and if it is there within 24 hours, again you will get your ITA, which is invitation to apply, and you will get all the instructions that okay, you have 90 days now to complete your application and submit all the forms. So you basically get 3 months after you get the ITA to submit all the forms for your Express Entry program. In the further videos, I am also going to show you what are the documents which you will require to submit for the Express Entry. I will also show you how to apply for WES education credentials equivalency. So please stay tuned. If you like this video and you benefited from it, please hit the like button and share it with your friends, because I know a lot of you who are planning to apply for Express Entry will benefit a lot from this video. So please do share it, subscribe to my channel for the latest updates, and I'll see you very soon. Bye guys.